Welcome. Today we'll explore ChatGPT and learn some tips and tricks to make your usage easier. So the first thing you want to do is navigate to chatgpt.com, and here you'll be met with this screen. From here, we're able to toggle which LLM model we want to use. We're able to include search, deep research, as well as image and canvas, as well as add documents from Google Drive. So, to begin, what we want to do is click here in the top right corner, and you want to go to Customize GPT. Here, you're able to give your GPT a name and tell it what you should do, tell it what you do, but most importantly, here you're able to train your GPT on traits that it should have. Here you can see I've provided some details already of ways to go about getting the best results for me. So I've included some details such as you're an expert on subject matters, provide accurate factual answers, offer both pros and cons, and etc. You'll see here. More so, we also have here contextual information about myself and the company. So here we have the company and its information. We also have its mission and services so that the GPT knows at all times who I am and what I'm working with. Then you want to toggle this advanced feature and make sure that all of these boxes are clicked. Web search allows you to search the web using ChatGPT. DALL-E is for image generation. Code Interpreter helps you write better code and help come up with test cases. Canvas helps you edit your work while you're working, and Advanced Voice helps take in voice input. So, now that we have customized instructions for our GPT, let's go on to using personas. Using personas is all about telling the chat who you want it to be. So, let's use this example. I want to know about ionic bonds. Explain it to me as if you're a high-level chemistry instructor. And what we've done here is we've given our chat a role so that it's able to really personify this role and give you the information in a way that's more digestible. And as you can see, it's begun teaching about ionic bonds. Okay, so this is a lot of information. Let's say, tell me this information like I'm in the 5th grade. So we'll just tweak this prompt a little bit, and instead we'll say, I want to know about ionic bonds. Explain it to me as if you're a high-level chemistry instructor, but tell me this information like I'm in the 5th grade. So now, as you can see, through the use of a little bit of logic, we're able to ensure that we're getting the best kind of result by ensuring that the GPT knows that it's supposed to give me the information in a way that's coming from a high-level instructor. But we give it a tweak, meaning that we've asked it to explain it like I'm a 5th grader. And the results are surprising. You'll see that as opposed to before, we're getting the information in smaller bite-sized chunks, and it's using language that's a lot more easy to understand. So as you can see, just by tweaking the prompt, we're able to get information in a way that's more useful to us. So whenever you need to understand the topic better, ask it. Ask ChatGPT to explain you that topic like you're in the 5th grade. Trust me, the results will surprise you. Okay, moving on to personas and their usage. There's also something called the 80-20 rule, which is really important when learning and using ChatGPT. The 80-20 rule is you ask the ChatGPT to share the most crucial 20% of the information that'll give you a solid understanding of 80% of the subject. So let's try it out with our same ionic bond example. So I want to learn about ionic bonds. Use the 80-20 rule. Teach me the most crucial So, as you can see, with the 80-20 rule approach, we're given the core 20% of the ideas that'll help us understand 80% of the subject matter. And the reason this is powerful is because using just this small bit of information, you're able to understand essentially the similar as what we were given here. And as you can see, this is a lot shorter and a lot more easy to take in than the other things that we were given. Awesome, moving on. I want to show you a little bit about connected apps. Let's say you're a Microsoft person and you have OneDrive. You're able to connect that right here from this plus sign. You're also able to upload various kinds of files from your computer, as well as add from your Google Drive. As you can see, my Google Drive is already connected, and therefore I'm able to select essentially any of these files from my Google Drive's document. And from here, I would be able to use these folders to essentially gain more insight using ChatGPT. One of the most important things when using ChatGPT is the prompt. To know how to fashion a powerful prompt is a skill. And it's a skill that we might not all have the time to learn. So I want to show you a way where you won't be spending any extra time. You'll just be spending the time that you use with the platform and still be able to learn it. So let's see. What's an example of a bad prompt? I have one right here. A bad prompt would be something like this. It says, write a social media post about why businesses should use SEO. Why is it bad? The reason it's bad is because it's not providing any contextual information. There is no target audience, there is no specified tone, no platform mentioned, nor any unique angles. So, how do you make this prompt better? Well, if you answered use ChatGPT, then you were correct. Here, I'll get rid of that. And I've created a template here that I use, which is, here's my prompt. I want you to improve it and explain why you improved it in such a way. Make this prompt more specific, detailed, and goal-oriented, while considering the target audience, format, tone, and purpose. And here I will just insert the prompt. Now, let's give it a shot. And here we see that the prompt has been improved. And not only improved, it's also telling us why is this improved and the specific details. So you really get to see how ChatGPT is thinking. So it's saying instead of broad businesses, I refined it to SMEs, which are more likely to use SEO strategies. You can see we've specified LinkedIn and Twitter to guide the content style. We've made emphasis on key benefits such as increased traffic, search rankings, ROI, as well as define the tone style. So now we can take this and we can save it. We can save it either in a Notion or a Google Drive. And now every time you need a social media post, you can just use this supercharged prompt and get the kind of answers you need. And finally, the last thing I want to go over today is the image recognition. So I have a picture here. It's a picture of Legos. What I'll do is I'll straight up copy this image. We see that the image has been copied. So now I want to go to ChatGPT. And all I'm going to do is paste that image in right into the box. As you can see, it's very easy, no need to download. You're able to copy and paste the image directly into the body. So here I have a picture of Legos. And you might be asking, why Legos? What is the point? What I want to show you here is the ability of ChatGPT's image recognition features and the way they intersect with its ability to do text. So, using these Legos, can you suggest 10 structures that I can build? So I'm using it for something like a Lego, but you can understand the power behind this. You are now able to upload a picture. It could be of anything. It could be a clutter in your room, and you ask ChatGPT for the perfect way to organize. It could be a picture of messed up wires, and you ask ChatGPT, hey, what is the correct wire assemblage? And you will be able to get directions. So here we have 10 small builds that I can use, that I can create using these Legos. Let's go and say, I want to build number 3. Can you provide And as you can see, it's now providing me step-by-step guides on how to build this Lego bridge. Step 1, gather your materials, build the bridge supports. It's giving me step-by-step instructions as well as specifications of how many bricks tall the structure should be. So it's broken down essentially each part of this bridge construction down into its components. And in those components, it's giving me the step-by-step instructions of creating the component and then adding it to the whole. As we can see, after the instructions, it's also given us a bonus challenge. Do you want to make a movable drawbridge? It's telling us use hinge pieces of Lego, Technic parts, to allow the bridge to lift up and down. Would you like a visual guide or a digital blueprint? Sure. Let me. And here we have it. This is our visual guide. So not only do we have these step-by-step instructions of how to create this Lego bridge, now we also have a bridge guide. And that's just a little bit of what you can expect from ChatGPT.